Welcome to another episode of Kerina Live. My name is Kerina Mojati, your favorite comrade sister, and I hope you have had a blessed, faithful Sunday day. And welcome once again to this episode of Kerina Live. In this episode, we are just going to look at some of the headlines of what is happening in Zimbabwe. We have seen some video of this slim Rastafarian, I think it's called Franco, from what I was listening from on the audio. I think somebody says, yes, Franco, say it loud. So I'm going to share the video later whereby this guy was addressing some people. I don't know whether it's in the same constituency with Godfrey Gomwe or somewhere around that area, but it's from Harare, whereby they've been chanting slogans of saying, Pasine Weather. It is unfortunate that we have such young people who have no ambitions, who think that being given £5 to go and intimidate people, whereby he was declaring that whoever is supporting Weza or who is being suspecting of supporting Weza, we are coming after you, we are going to chase you out of the party. They are declaring their violence openly. It was not just the Mahias, the Daniel Garways, the Ziambis who are declaring violence upon the people. It is also these young Rastafarians. And even if you look from him, he doesn't look like somebody who even on even maybe a bed from the way he was dressed. And also it is shocking that most of these people, the youths who are being used to intimidate our people, if you look at their names and their surnames, you definitely understand that these youth, they are not thoroughbreds of Zimbabwean blood. They are not from people who are coming from much east, much west, Midlands or something. They are people who've got a background of coming from Zambia, Malawi, Matera, Njanjima, Brandai, harassing our people. Yesterday again, I had a report again that there's one also who's been terrorizing people. Also at I think it was a district meeting which was held somewhere in Harare yesterday again. And his name is called Joy Handisen, DCC2. And also the other one is DCC3 for Harare. They were harassing people. And if you look at these names, Handisen, Malawi, Brandaya people harassing our people. You Zimbabweans, you must wake up. Because Emerson Mnangagwa, these people is paying to use. If you look at their history, where they are coming from, they are not these thoroughbreds of Zimbabwe. They That's why they are harassing you, because they are trying to anchor their fellow Mteranjanji, Emerson Mnangagwa. No matter how much you, the Handisens of Harare, you, the Rastafarian of Harare, you are going to be intimidating our people, you are going to be intimidating the Women's League, calling them with their names. We will be looking at those people you've called out on your, whilst you were doing your intimidation to the people. If anything happens to those people who come after you as well, don't forget that for everything you say, you should be accountable for. And if people are being endangered, their lives, all those names you have said, there's also going to be consequences for you. So don't just think that you can stand up there, you record your nonsense, intimidating people, and Zimbabweans, we are going to continue folding our hands whilst you intimidate people. No matter how much Emerson Mnangagwa is going to shell out money, no matter how much Wikino Chivayo is going to buy cars, no matter what you think you can do with Kuda Tagwirei, the fact is that money is not going to keep Emerson Mnangagwa in power. All this Emerson Mnangagwa is doing, we have seen other dictators who used to do that. I can even give you an example. Arap Moi of Kenya. He used to do the same script like Emerson Mnangagwa. But when the day came for Arap Moi to be taken out of office, definitely he was humiliated. So there's nothing Emerson Mnangagwa is doing which no previous dictators around the globe have not tried, have not done. So we are not going to be intimidated. Don't try to think that people, if they keep quiet, then you think that the whole of Zimbabwe, they can be intimidated by you, Matera and Janji, used it by Mnangagwa. And we are watching, and we are not going to be keeping quiet. Some of us, we are going to be calling you out. The same as Vene thinks that they own everything in Zimbabwe. They think that they're the most qualifying ethnic tribe in Zimbabwe. We'll be calling you out because I am not going to be a subject of Mnangagwa, Mtera and Janji and this family and these illiterates of Vene. I'm not going to be a subject of such fools. Therefore, that's why we are campaigning that same weather you were saying, personal weather, that weather is going to rise. And when weather rise, it's going to roar more than what a baboon can do, even with a lion. So don't try us when you think that you can intimidate every Zimbabwean. With your money or whatever language you want to use, intimidation or whatever, we are ready for you. The people have heard enough. You cannot keep on pushing people like that. You think that you just come from your house, then you start intimidating people. Mnangagwa is unwanted. Mnangagwa is not fit for purpose. And it's not a secret. Mnangagwa is the worst thing that has ever happened to our nation. He has caused the chaos among the nation. He has caused so much division upon the people of Zimbabwe. He has caused untold suffering to our people. So we are not going to be silenced, and we are going to campaign for Chiwenga. If Chiwenga is the only person who's going to take us out of that mess, let it be. That opposition whereby you were saying that they are happy for ED to continue. Tell that opposition which is happy for ED to continue that they might go to Shurugi, or they might try to go and create that 2030 vacancy in Mumbwa, not in our Zimbabwe. 2030 is not going to see the day. And this is what I have to say today. So enough of Harare province, intimidation, Women's League, youth. Do not stand for this, Mabrandaya, being used by Mnangagwa to intimidate you. Enough. If people, they are failing to respect their overstay in our nation, just because there are some people within the authorities, they don't know what the importance of immigration and how people are supposed to be where they are supposed to be. We are going to be speaking about it. Some people, they even think that they are more Zimbabweans. Yet, if you look at them, some of them, they don't even have the right to live in Zimbabwe. We now need to look at you people, because we are not going to allow you to intimidate our families. We are not going to be allowing you to intimidate innocent Zimbabweans who want change. And change is unstoppable, because Mnangagwa is gonna go. And whilst on that, again, it is time. This is for you, Kuda Tagwirei. It is time you stop telling Zimbabweans lies that you own Sakunda. You do not own Sakunda. That lie you've been peddling, and Varakashi and Mnangagwa, that you and your wife are the owners of Sakunda. It needs to stop. 67.2% for Sakunda. It's not yours. So how come you don't even have 41%? You go about parading yourself, telling lies that you are very rich, you are a billionaire, you are the owner of Sakunda. You do not own Sakunda. Everything you're doing is the script of Mnangagwa. When he thought he is clever, he has looted everything from ZANU-PF, and then he uses your names on stealing things from the assets of ZANU-PF. It's not going to work. We know that the real person behind everything you own is ZANU-PF, and you think that you and your Mnangagwa, you are going to be stealing from the government and from the party. Your lies have short legs. You are not going to get away with all your lies and whatever. And all that money to all these foolish men and women in ZANU-PF who've been ululating, and useless youth who've been ululating to say that Tagwirei is a rich man. Rich from where? He doesn't own Sakunda. He needs to come out clean. Everything that man represents, it's a fraud, it's a con man, and it needs to be dealt with thoroughly. We cannot be told how to live, how to survive by such an unethical scumbag like Kuda Tagwirei. He's busy stealing money for other investors. He's busy stealing from ZANU-PF. He's busy stealing from Noxim. He's busy stealing from Reserve Bank. He's busy stealing from CBZ. CBZ is not yours. It's also a ZANU-PF investment. When the time comes, the people are going to show you that you are nothing. You are just a crooked thief. We are tired of being told that Kuda Tagwirei is rich, Wikinochiva is rich. How rich are they? Can they point us where the money come from? Mnangagwa think is very crafty. He think that they can steal from Zimbabweans and we are going to be keeping quiet. Not so long, my dears. I'm telling you this. We are going to put you in your right place, you bloody thieves from Mumbwa, the Mnangagwa family and Kuda Tagwirei. Which money do you have and your wife? 67% of Sakunda, does it belong to you? You don't even have 15% in Sakunda. And you start telling us nonsense. I'm rich, I'm a billionaire, I'm a philanthropist, I'm this. Who do you think you are, Kuda Tagwirei? Busy telling lies and the thinking that you are the very best thing that has happened out of Zimbabwe. Stop your lies. And I can tell you this. You can steal that money, pay to those fools in trousers, those sissies, and then they will think they can make noise and you're going to get your way into Central Committee. You're going to be at the helm of ZANU-PF. You're going to be at the helm of Zimbabwe. Never. Only in your dreams. The only high office you get on is whilst you are on top of your wife during sex. Nothing more than that about our nation. Never. It will never happen. As of Mnangagwa, we need you to go. The people of Zimbabwe are tired. They don't want you. Even if you intimidate people, even if you send your Materanjani youth or whatever, these Handisenis, these Frangos, people of Zimbabwe, they say they don't want you. Can you not hear them? Can you not hear the people? That there's a wind of change and that wind is blowing. And that wind is not going to be stopped because people, they need to have decent life. Right now, the people of Zimbabwe, what they are basically going through is a mere poultry existence. And our people, they don't need a poultry existence. Our people need to live and thrive in our nation. No Zimbabwean should be going to other nations to live as a beggar. No Zimbabwean should be humiliated by Ruben Barwe when they are deported. No matter how criminal they are or whatever, no matter we condemn criminals, we condemn any Zimbabwean who migrates and want to be a criminal, we condemn that. But it is not for Ruben Barwe to be parading those people, because the same reason those people, they've left Zimbabwe and now are being deported is because they left Zimbabwe because of you, Mnangagwa, a thief. And people are trying to survive in foreign nations. And when they're there again, they're faced with challenges of how do they legalize themselves? How do they become citizens? And some, the only thing they can do is to end up being criminals. So you, Ruben Barwe, if you know what is good for you, stop your nonsense. And what do you have as a reporter? How many years have you been reporting for ZBC? What do you have? You also equally survive on crumbs, being paraded. Or Ruben Barwe has been given this, has been given this. Are you not shameless? Next time, if you go to the airport and report nonsense, people should deal with you as though the families of those people will be waiting for their families. They should deal with you. Enough of that harassment. That is harassment, because even if people are deportees, they've got a right to their privacy. It's not for you, Ruben Barwe, to be parading people. No, why don't you ask yourself? It is the same ZANU-PF you are supporting that is making these people leave Zimbabwe, go wherever they are trying to survive and become criminals. So stop parading them. These deportees, they are entitled to a dignified entry back into Zimbabwe. And it's not for you and ZBC to say that you want to interview them. Interview them for what? When they left Zimbabwe, did you interview them? Did you buy them a ticket? You're full of nonsense, you, Ruben Barwe. Enough of your nonsense. And whilst on it again, I've been told that this one, Gabriel Chaiva, is no longer a ZAC commissioner. So, Gabriel Chaiva, you are the one who is always parading people's business on Twitter, on X. Why didn't you update us, the country, that you are no longer a ZAC, you've been kicked out? a bootlicker of Emerson Mnangagwa, a fake MDC supporter who used to put people's lives in danger because you're working for Emerson Mnangagwa. Now I'm told that you've been kicked out. Can you update us that you are no longer a ZAC commissioner and you change your nonsense on your Twitter handle to say ZAC commissioner? Can you put X is useless ZAC commissioner because you were other things again who were just looting at ZAC with no convictions, but yet you will be saying that you are doing something, you are doing something anti-corruption. You are part of the problem. And I myself, I'm very happy that you've been kicked out because you are full of nonsense, harassing people and everything. And now you welcome to reality. You are no longer in ZAC. And also, you ZAC commissioners, you need to be probed as well with your Emerson Mnangagwa. You've been looting ZAC for a long time. And my dear people, Gabriel Chaiba is no longer in a Zimbabwe anti-corruption commissioner. So whoever thinks that they can send their corruption stories to him, desist, because right now he no longer belongs to that organization. And Gabriel Chaiba, I want you to update Zimbabweans and also to update the opposition, whereby you are always going after to talk. I'm not saying the opposition are clean; they are also part of this problem of Emerson Mnangagwa. But for you not to be parading yourself and telling Zimbabweans that you are no longer a ZAC commissioner, can you not see that's not fair? Are you not the same person who will be updating us about what Chamisa has done, what the opposition has done? You yourself, you are no longer a ZAC commissioner, and it is good, sweet news for the people of Zimbabwe. We are fed up of people like you who work for Emerson Mnangagwa, not for the interests of the nation. So, my dear Zimbabweans, this is all I had to say this afternoon. And I say to you, a very happy Sunday. We should pray for our nation. We should also pray for our Zimbabwe, that Emerson Mnangagwa must go. If he fails to respect the people of Zimbabwe, I'm sure he is pushing all those who have been trying to tolerate his behavior. Emerson Mnangagwa is a shameless old criminal. He is a very shameless man. How can he be associated with even being a Ngochan with Wiki Nochivai? Shame on you, a person I never Koasha Zukuru and everything. Watalonzo Richungochan. Shame on you. It's sad, and sometimes we wonder, how did people end up having a country like Zimbabwe end up with such a crooked, cruel, evil man called Emerson Mnangagwa? But as long as they are saying a personal weather, we know that they are feeling it. Weather power, Mukanya power, Gudo power. You can continue to chant personal weather, personal this intimidating people. But the hurricane weather, yeah, it's unstoppable. And Mukanya Chiwenga is the next president of Zimbabwe and the first secretary of ZANU-PF. So Varakashi, Emerson Mnangagwa Venes, and all bootlickers, yeah, brace for that. And those of you, Temba Mlispa, uri mushongo makonzo unoraya papo and usafunga kuti mbiri yako yokunzi unoraya stereki inoshamisira stereki. Your time will come. Every dog has got his day. Zimbabwe is not Zambia, whereby you think you want to do your Zambia connection, harassing people for Emerson Mnangagwa. Go and create an Emerson Mnangagwa Muliswa nonsense in Mumka, where you were doing your things. A criminal like you, a Chemba Muliswa. You are not an upright person, but another bloody thief. Everything you have had, you have not earned it. It's about you have stolen it from other people, and you have gained that whatever by endangering other people's lives whilst working for Emerson Mnangagwa. Your time will come, Temba Mliswa, and you shall reap what you have sowed all these years. And you cannot continue to hide your chameleon ways. Everybody knows who you are. But remember, you shall reap your deeds. So, my fellow Zimbabweans, thank you very much, your comrade sister, for joining me in this episode. Keep on sharing and spreading the awareness. And to all those who are working hard, keep on working hard and continue to spread the news, especially Kumaruzeva in our rural areas. Tell our people they're not to be intimidated. And those who are intimidating people, please write their names down a day for them to deal with them shall come, because in a new Zimbabwe, we don't want these people to continue harassing us. So remember, those who think that Mnangagwa protected them forever, think twice. And those who think hurricane weather is unstoppable, too bad, it's unstoppable. The people of Zimbabwe will speak, and they'll speak in unison. And Emmerson Mnangagwa and his family are going to go. We are not going to be ruled by a stupid family of criminals from Mumbwa, foreigners in our nation, trying to destroy our heritage, what we stand for as Zimbabweans. Thank you very much, Zimbabwe, and I hope to join. I hope you a very pleasant evening, and join me once again in another episode of Carrying Our Life. Good night, Zimbabwe.